Good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to pop in as promised and say hello from the Briars homestead in Mount Eliza down here in the Mornington Peninsula. So I hope you're all having a great day. It's super hot today down here, but in this beautiful old triple brick home built in the 1850s, it is so cool still inside. So I'm actually looking forward to getting in the car and going home. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I just wanted to do a quick little show and tell, and I do apologise about my appearance. The makeup, the hair and everything's all gone because we've had such a busy morning down here. I'm looking pretty shabby by now. But this, as I mentioned a couple of days ago, is a very special thing for me to actually be able to be involved in the restoration and the reopening of this gorgeous homestead. And it really is old. So it's older than Ripon Lee. It's older than the Royal Exhibition Building, if you know our beautiful buildings here in Melbourne. This is 1850, so it's back further than that. I'm going to share with you sort of over this year, and as we lead into running workshops here, the history of the building and the family. It is literally steeped in history about the family. And if you are Bayside and you know Belcombe Road, these are the Belcombes. So that gives you an idea of their impact on the development of Bayside and the Mornington Peninsula as well. So I'm in the parlour here, and in the other rooms, there are people from the National Trust working, there are people from the Peninsula Council working as well, and there's documentation of artefacts. There are just boxes and boxes of beautiful old lacework and doilies and cotton things and quilts. Oh my goodness. There are whole cloth quilts that have been hand quilted that have been donated to the National Trust over time. Hi, Yvonne. So, it's been a day of sorting those out. I've been texting a few little photos back and forth to Margaret, and of course Karen specialises in reproduction mid-1800s fabrics, and trying to get a gauge on how old things are, and based on a decision we decided whether they are suitable to actually use here in the home, or whether they perhaps move on to a different National Trust building. Some of the things have also been donated by the family and different fractions of the family that have been involved in this home. So if we find that things are not suitable to use in the house, but they've been bequeathed by members of the family, then they are put into special storage in acid-free boxes, to be kept here for the future. So in this room, I've got a couple of things that I wanted to show you. First of all, what I'm actually going to do is some textile installation, as they call it, down here for them. So it is really cool. Thanks, Fiona. So it is in the house anyway. So what that means is Lizzie, who's the most amazing textile person, guru from the National Trust, we're going to hit the archives at the State Library in a few weeks' time, or 2 or 3 weeks' time. We're going to make a booking to go in. And we have access to historical records of textiles that were imported into Australia in the mid-1800s moving forward, so about the 50 years from there. And we're going to look for some that we can then take and replicate and have digitally printed, so that we're able to recover chairs, cushions, chair backs and things like that, but with authentic textiles from that era. Because of course a lot of the things that are around, hello Lise, how are things in NT? Because a lot of the things from then of course are all gone. So yes, Fiona, the clock. So we've a few of the things have already been put back into the rooms, ready to go. And keep in mind, this will not be opened up until later this year. There's still things that need to be done to make it safe for the 21st century and what we expect. So handicap access is now being done. Are there enough loos? The fire exits for people that have handicap access. This place has stairs, so we need to do a few things for them, all that sort of stuff. So we'll be onto it later this year, and for those of you close by, you and me will be in the Edwardian room doing some stitching before the end of the year. I actually want to do a winter one too, because there's a thumping great big fireplace that we can use. So they've put a lot of the furniture back in, and that's really important because the textile side of it is the finer detail that we do at the end. Errol, I think it's just you. She needs to put her sound on if she can't hear me. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to turn my phone up a bit too, because I don't know if that affects the volume or not. Anyway, so there's quite a few things in, and that's important for us because we can't really work out the fine detail of textiles and things until the big stuff's back in the room. But there's just a few little things that I wanted to show you. This room's got a lot of stuff in it that I need to help with, or I'm going to help with, because I love this stuff. So first of all, can you see, I hope you can see down here, I think you can, there is the most beautiful sewing box from the 1800s, and it's got its own little lids. It's got fabric on the back. It's got little knobs on the front. So it's got lots and lots of little different compartments. So what we're going to do with this, it's got little hinged ones. There's one here that's, I think I can get it out for you. There we go. So this one hinges in and it's got the pin cushion. So you can pull it out and you've got your pin cushion in there too. So what we really want to do with this room is create the atmosphere like it's in use. So there will be, hi Jill, yeah, it is a treat because no one else is going to get to do it for a while. But what we want to do with this room is make it look like literally the ladies have just got off and gone off for lunch. So we'll create partially done pettipoint canvas, some crewel embroidery, maybe some lace making. It'll be tatting lace, not bobbin lace, because bobbin lace was sort of done by seamstresses and things that were making clothes for the well-to-do, and they were the people that lived in this house. So they did tatting perhaps for handkerchiefs to give as gifts and things. So we'll work around that. So I've got some research and work to do. There's beautiful little baskets in here as well. So I'm going to work on that. The other thing that Lizzie and I were talking about this morning, I'll just move this aside a bit, was the furniture in this room. And there's this incredible suite of furniture in here that I've got a couple of bits out from under the dust cloths. There is a set of 4 chairs and a couch, and every single chair is different. And this is the one that I'm going to start with here. So if I hold that up for you, you can see it. Look at the back. It's got an 8-point star that's been pasted in, and you can see the design. You get a glimpse of what colours it was. They were rich burgundies and golds and olive green, and it's all faded now. But if you get up close and have a look at the braid is handmade woven cotton. Now, obviously, that ain't gonna happen. So there'll be a little bit of an adaptation when we come to do it. And round the edges, I think you can just see it used to be this beautiful, rich olive colour velvet. So we have decisions to make along the way of whether we do a complete replacement or whether we leave it as it is so that people can sort of get an essence of what it was. I think what we're going to do with these is actually leave them, but we're going to incorporate into the room some reproduction of that print onto velvet, and with that we'll put some cushions around the room, and that will add that essence of what the colours were. So let me move that out of the way because I'm so worried I'm going to trip on things. I love this, and so this is a fire screen so that you and your face and your needlework don't get too hot in front of the fire. For those of you that have bought our elongated octagonal EPP pieces, look at that. It looks like fussy cut English paper piecing, but it's actually beautiful pettipoint. It's just stunning, stunning, stunning. All right, I'm gonna pop this down, and then over in the corner, there's just beautiful pieces of furniture. I'll just turn you around a little bit, just so you can see. I'm going to post up for you after I've had a chat, just some close-up photos of some of the work that's in the room. But this, just leave this up and show you. So once this place is open, you'll be able to come down. And I mean, the Briars is set in the most beautiful grounds, and there's natural walks. There's a fantastic nursery for, sorry if you get a bit motion sickness. There's a fantastic, look at that. It's like being on Antique Roadshow, isn't it? It's just beautiful. Fantastic walks. It's just beautiful, and they hold weekend markets here. They do Friday night open cinema. So if you are down the Mornington Peninsula, you might like to come and have a look. It's just lovely. It's another one of those chairs here. Now, let me get this one. It's a bit heavy, but look at this one. See how the top, it's all been padded. but it's almost like it's been couched in with a cord. So there's just a plethora of beautiful things. And this family were collectors of Napoleon artefacts. So when you do come, there are over 400 Napoleon artefacts that you'll be able to see. And when we run a workshop here in the Edwardian room, incorporated into that day, I'm going to have one of the National Trust staff come down and give you a tour of the homestead and its history and everything, and you'll get to see all of those artefacts as well. So it's going to be fabulous. Anyway, story goes, I've been out playing too long today, so I have to head back and help Steve finish off stuff back at the cottage for the day. But thank you very much for popping in, and I'll post some more photos up for you of some close-up detail as soon as I get home. All right, you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay cool if you're in Melbourne or Adelaide, because it's a really hot one. And I think we are back, hang on, what's today? I think I'm back with you on, I think it'll be Sunday morning. So I've got to get some stuff out with the Quilter's Life today and tomorrow. I'll get some stuff to cast to put up for my girls working on the geisha. So I'll be back with you on the weekend. I'll firm that up when I get home. And also for those waiting on coordinates to go with the Melba fabrics in the pink and teal on the light and the grey background for your kaleidoscope table runners. And if you are using the pink and teal and pink in Under the Australian Sun for Sunburnt Country, we've had a major success. We've had a Toscana arrive finally this morning, because I ordered the wrong one to start with, and it is drop dead perfect for both Nouveau Melba and for Pink Teal Under the Australian Sun. So Steve's working on getting that up today, and I'll be back to talk to you about that on Sunday morning. All right, thank you very much, everyone. I'm going to hit the road, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye. Bye.